Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town
to feel-good stories and messages of hope.
A few jokes and live calling.
Highlighting local businesses.
Discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying a delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Give us a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Dawn, where's the snooze button?
Freddie, it's time to get up. We got a show to do. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hang tight, guys. Pressing the snooze one more time.
And it's time to do a show.
Morning time, snooze button.
Welcome to the morning show.
Morning to you
Open
too.
Up with Johnny Melnick and positive
direction.
Up.
Up.
Anything up is always
That's
good.
like going north. I always thought north was up. Never in front. It made no difference. Whichever way I was facing, it was north.
North. They tell Dawn we're going north, and she goes like
It is, right?
It's still technically up.
It's up.
Yeah, because I mean we're at like a, I don't know how we're standing.
So you're
Right.
going to feed this.
We're standing sideways right now.
We're standing sideways.
Yeah, we're not standing like on top. We're standing sideways.
Sideways to what?
To what?
Gravitational
On
pull.
the
I
gravitational.
want whatever he's drinking.
The gravitational pull. We're standing sideways, and north is looking up.
So if I go to Cuba, I'm standing upside down?
No, if you're standing in the Arctic, you're standing upside down. Antarctica.
Upside down.
Well, I guess it's because it's at an axis. Like, never mind. Just keep going.
Didn't you ever think growing up, north was always up? Because you know they always give you those little,
It's always
the
up.
compass. There's north, south, east, west. So wherever you are, that's north, and north is always in front of you. East is always to my right. Apparently, it's not. But that's what I always thought. It made no sense to me, and no one understood this.
You
Did
know
I
what
was
used
the
to
only one who did?
confuse me when I moved here? When you live in Long Island, or on Long Island, you have the North Shore and the South Shore. It's north and south. Down here, it's east and west. So it used to confuse me for a very long time.
This is why more deaths occur
On Monday
on
mornings.
Monday mornings, because you have to wake up to hear this stuff.
How do you remember north, east, south, and west? Because I can't remember which is which.
East is the beach. So wherever the beach is, you head
That's
east.
only because
No,
we're
like
in
the
Florida.
coordinates. Because I have to go, never eat soggy waffles. And that's
You're right.
how-
That's only in Florida. The beach is on
Let me
the
get
east.
this right. You say never eat soggy waffles because you can't remember
North,
north,
south.
east,
I
south,
think
and
the
west.
east may be on the left side and like west is on the right. But if I remember never eat soggy waffles, then I know the rotation.
So it just shows you that east is always on your right
You know
hand.
that the sun rises in the east and sets in the west.
I remember that from a song. I don't remember that from the
But it's
actual-
true. If you look up at the sky and it's to your left, west is following the sun. If it's to your right, that's the east. If you put a stick on the ground, you can actually tell time because the earth and a compass work the same way as a clock. I used to do this all the time with football.
North, south, east, west.
Yeah, I can imagine. Dawn, let's go north.
Okay. It was always straight ahead. North was always straight ahead.
And how you doing?
I'm good.
Happy Monday to you.
Cheers
What a
on
week.
the beach. Cheers on the beach. Have you come up with a theme song for Cheers on the Beach yet?
Where everyone knows your name.
Well, I do play that, but technically they tell me I can get in trouble for that because it's trademarked. But I
this
play it anyway.
belongs to somebody else. So what are you coming up with?
For the show?
The show, the restaurant, does it have
That's
a
my
theme?
trouble. I'm having trouble with the name. So
Of
she's
what?
going to have to figure it out.
Of what, the name of your show?
Yeah.
Because she's not on the go-go anymore. Now she's at the beach.
Yes, I am. I'm here.
That's true. It used to be JoJo on the go-go.
I remember
With
the
the boots.
remember the truck? And I sent you guys a picture. There was a truck that said JoJo on the Go-Go. It was a moving company or something.
To JoJo's going to start, you're putting a studio up in Melbourne Beach at the
Right,
restaurant,
right on the stage,
right?
yeah.
It's going to be very
But I
exciting.
have to create it where I can move it. So it's got to be movable for when the bands play. So I may put it somewhere else where I don't have to move it, put it up, put it down. I
You
don't know
can put
yet.
it in the corner and just.
You
run
guys
the
are supposed to come up and see where I
Let's
should
do
go.
it.
Well, I've seen it before. I'm going to put it in the corner.
In the
And then
corner?
I'm going to run the wires, yes, through a
Okay.
tube.
What are you,
Okay.
about 2 hours from here?
2 hours, hour and a half, depending on traffic, you know.
Easy. We'll go up one morning, spend the day, have lunch, and come back.
Spend the whole day.
Why don't you come up and go remote? Leave early. Do your show from there.
Yeah, we have to leave by like 8 is what I'm thinking.
Got to leave like 6.
No, you don't.
8 o'clock. We're there by 10, set up, show at 12,
I'm
and
sorry,
then come
have
back.
you ever traveled with Dawn?
No.
She says 8 o'clock. You know what time she leaves? 10 o'clock.
No, I'm pretty good with that.
No, you're not.
I'm pretty good with it. Today,
I think all women
I'm
do.
going to win lotto today. I'm just letting you all know. I will be at work tomorrow when I win tonight. It's been one of my lucky days. I was driving
didn't get
along.
it.
We
She
better
didn't
go
get-
partners. Maybe
She
we'll
didn't
all
get
have the winning
she didn't
ticket.
get the train.
I'm driving to the train. I'm driving to Trader Joe's, and I get to the train track, and I'm like, can I make it before the 7-minute train? And just as I'm sitting at the light, ding, 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 they go down.
And it's forever.
And it's
right?
a long train, and then they go ding, 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 and they go up. And I'm thinking of you going, don't cross unless you really make sure there's no train coming. Don't go across the track. Why are you the voice in my head all the time?
There's something wrong with you.
So I go across the track, I look right, I look left, I look south, I look right. No train, right across. Leave Trader Joe's, 7-minute train. So I got in and out before the train even came.
You have to cross back.
I didn't have to. I stayed on Federal and went all the way up. Did not have to cross back until the train passed. So lucky day.
When I went to get my CDL to drive a bus, the morning of, the guy from the school says to me, you do know the rule for buses and trains. So I said, no. He says, you have to stop the bus. You have to turn the bus off. You got to open the door and slide the window.
I don't understand why they make you do that, by
That's
the way.
too much. I can see the stopping.
But I'm going to tell you something. I did it, and the guy says, I was ready to take off 15 points because nobody in the 12 years that I've done this has ever done this. I said, this is what I was told to do, and I passed.
Why they turn it off? Because if you got to go, you got to go.
You
You
gotta
don't
turn
want
off
your car
the
to stop.
engine.
Why?
In a bus, because you're carrying a lot of souls.
So
It don't matter
So
what
means
time
a lot
you
of
get
souls
there.
could get, heaven forbid, hurt.
No, you go to the train, and you look. You have to turn off the engine because you have to hear. A bus is very noisy.
Is
the
that why you
diesel.
have to turn off the
Da,
engine?
da, 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 da,
if you
da,
can't
da.
hear a train over a bus,
And not only, but that's the other thing. The guy says to me, I have never ever witnessed anybody actually follow the rules, and that's a rule.
You don't stop on the track though, right?
No, before the track.
Okay.
Yeah, I stopped on the track.
I've
So-
seen them stop on the track. I never.
That's the
understood
Josh rule.
why.
I'm just saying. People,
That's what I'm saying.
They
Why
stopped
they stop
on the tracks
Thank you
before.
very much.
Nobody stops on the track.
Sure.
so let me ask you, when you were a kid, both of you and you, did you pass your road test the first time?
No.
Me either.
Wait a minute, hold
Yep.
on.
You did? I didn't.
I did.
You did?
Puerto Rico.
My driving
you?
instructor said, make this left. I was going too fast. I said, no, I'll make the next one. That was it. I said, no, I'll make the next one.
The guy talked to me in Spanish. He told me to make a left. I went right by it. And I said, what? He said, you want to make this left? Oh, I saw it. Zoom, made a left. There was a pack of chickens.
And I still can't parallel park.
That was easy.
My test wasn't even on the road. It was like behind the DMV. They had their own special
Little track.
Obstacle
track.
course?
Yeah. Yeah.
That sounds like a big test.
Welcome to
Sounds
Florida.
really weird.
No.
I ran into a pack of chickens. When I came back, my mother was standing there, and she says, she looks at me, and what happened? I went, I have feathers all over the car.
Come on, your teeth.
You ran him over?
I ran him over. He told me to go. No, stop. You can't stop. Vroom.
I feel like it's like Beverly Hillbillies.
I don't know how many it killed. I don't know.
You have to stop for chickens.
So what you're saying is you're a murderer.
No, not at all.
The guy told
No
me to
kill
go.
zone.
No kill
I
zone.
took too long on my road trip because I was going like 5 miles an hour. And he marked me for that. Was the only thing I got wrong. Everything else I passed.
I got to get the iguana trapper back to my house. They can take them away. We go out Saturday night with Sue and we eat dinner. We had dinner with Coach at a nice Mexican restaurant. Fine, they were nice. It was good. It was fine. We go to leave. We go in the elevator to go in the parking garage. The doors close, and the doors open. And the doors close, and the doors open. And I said, I'm out. And I walk out of the elevator.
You don't want to get stuck.
I'm not getting stuck in the elevator with anybody to go to any floor. And I look, I go, where's the stairwell? No one knows where the stairwell is. I said, that's okay, I'm going to walk the parking garage. Now Chuck looks at me. He goes, you what? I go, you can either come with me or not, but I'm not getting the elevator. And you know what happens to me in stairwells. Not going in the stairwell either. So I walked 3 flights up the parking garage, up the ramp,
Around,
and
around,
and
around.
around till I got to the 3rd floor. I thought he was going.
Did you do that on the way out too?
Yeah, no, on the way out I got in the car. I thought he was going to kill me.
I would have.
And Coach is up there, and she says, you're what? Walking the parking garage. She says, you're walking the entire garage? She says, yeah, I don't do stairwells either, so I didn't do the elevator, wouldn't get on the stairs, up in my heels all the way down. There's nothing he can say.
Why don't you do stairwells?
There's like bad juju in stairwells.
Don't ask. We went to the
Can you
movie.
imagine?
We went to the movie
Living
theater.
with me?
We went to the movie theater on. You're ridiculous.
Friday.
On Friday, and there was a lot of people. Gotta be at least 200 people there.
50.
No, because half the theater was.
How many people were there? 50.
Half the theater was.
We had 15.
Half
He's got an
the theater-
imagination, huh?
Half the theater, the seats were taken, and that's
Well,
for
they-
250 people. So we go in there, and I notice the Dawn doesn't like to be around people. So she's like in the clovers over there. I says, "Get over here. Come here. You still have this phobia."
I do have COVID phobia. I don't like parking garages. There's certain things I just don't, have nothing to do with COVID. That's just me.
That's okay. That's just how you feel.
It's just, I know, the older I get, the more peculiar I get. I set in my ways.
Be careful. You might stay in the house the rest of your life at one point.
We went to festival yesterday. JC Dresden was singing at the food court, so it was a good excuse for me to get to see JC and Charlotte and Steve, and Mom was there, Arlene was there. You know, JC always puts on a great show.
That's kind of a strange pace to see JC sing.
I know, but she
What a
announced it
voice.
Thursday when she was here that she was going to be a festival flea market on Sunday. And I thought, why not? So we went down there, and then I got to go home and finish Frank's book. I had to finish it by tomorrow, Tres Archangelis. Amazing is all I can tell you. And then I opened, talked about meteor showers, and I opened up my phone today, CNN. There is an April meteor shower starting on April 18th. I'm like, he does it again. I don't understand how the man predicts everything as I read it, as it happens. Because he didn't know I was going to happen to read it on April 17th. To know the meteor shower is coming on April 18th. How does he know that?
Tell us the story about the generator.
Well, that was a good one. I was doing laundry last night, and I think to myself, I wonder if our generator's working. So I go and I say to Chuck, is our generator working? He says, yeah, why? I said, just wondering. He says, yeah, so you can see the green lights on. Okay, good. Why do you ask? Just a feeling. I go in, go to do my hair, power goes out.
Wow.
I'm in the bathroom, he's in the bedroom, he looks at me. He goes, who are you? I said, I don't know. Is the generator on? He says, yeah. I go, no, we're all good. It's not a problem. I don't know. So I told you, lotto today. You should be nice to me today.
Why am I getting some money?
Otherwise, you never know what juju I'm going to go, woo.
I'll probably slip and break my neck, right?
God heaven forbid,
That's
no.
that's like when I went to Universal and we were at the hotel, and Linda says, "Don't take off your clothes." I go, "Why?" She says, "This hotel is known for the fire alarm to go off at midnight."
Well,
Wee wee! Right after she said that, I said, "What is wrong with you?"
why'd you stay there if it's known that it goes off at midnight?
So I didn't move. She said, "Come on, we have to leave." I said, "I ain't going nowhere," and there was nothing going on.
How'd you guys like the movie Friday night?
I liked it.
Nobody else liked
I
it.
don't think so.
I didn't
Why did
like it
nobody like
either.
it?
I can't tell you it was the storyline, but I liked it.
Snoring.
And I was actually up.
She was. Do you want to know how Dawn snores? She goes like this.
I was up
She
watching
breathes
it.
heavy and then she wakes herself up. I had one snoring and Linda on the other side snoring. Both of them.
Must have been a good movie.
I was up, but I love the editing component to it. I like how they do the drawing, and then they went to the still shots, and then they went to her. It was just the cuts back and forth I thought was interesting.
Garcia and G-Man were fascinated
By the editing,
by
right?
the conception of how they made
That's
the movie.
what I thought was
8
cool.
millimeter brought it to life. I was talking to G about that. It's not as easy as it sounds.
Oh, go Tigers.
Good
But the
morning.
movie was, I think it was just one-sided. You know,
It's
Yoko,
totally one-sided.
Yoko, and I mean, there were a threesome, sort of, with permission. I don't know, it's kind of weird. But I didn't like the movie at all.
What?
I gave it 1 star
Why?
because I was bored.
Was it a long movie?
No, it's only an hour.
Hour.
It felt
Seemed
long.
like 4 hours.
I didn't want. I don't know. I thought it was.
You
interesting.
like that movie?
I never knew who Maine Payne was,
I
so it was
didn't
kind
either.
of cool finding out the secret love affair.
The
With-
Beatles
with-
were a little bit before
with
my
Oko-
time, so I didn't
with
really know the
Oko
whole story.
Yono's permission. She says, go stay with him, sleep with him, and then I'll go get him back when I'm ready.
I
You
mean,
know-
I knew she was that crazy, but
did.
I
She's
didn't-
nuts.
Yeah.
She's nuts.
She's 90. Yoko Ono.
She's
You wanna
gonna
believe
she's
that?
gonna live for 900.
She might.
So I was so discouraged by this movie that I decided, I started my taxes Saturday and I got frustrated. I just told them, okay, we're going to the movies. I went to see Mafia Mama.
No
It's
good.
got to be one of the worst movies ever made.
You just striking 1,000 with the movies.
So
Should
no.
have been with me in the parking garage. At least
Stay
you'd
home and
laugh.
watch Blacklist. It's
No,
awesome.
wait a minute, hold on. It gets even worse. So I'm sitting there watching this bad movie. The actress that they picked, she's horrible. Just horrible. All the actors, horrible. So we ordered food from the from the movie theater to deliver, right? So I tell the guy we're in D9 and 10, which is the very top. Last row, D. An hour goes by, there's no food. So because the movie was so boring, I think Linda fell asleep twice.
D9, where were you? At a different movie theater.
Yeah, went to a different one. So we started moving around. So she goes to the guy and she says, where's the food? He says, you said E9. There's no E. She says, we show you the ticket. It says D. There is no E.
So what food did you get at the movie theater?
Don't worry about
Anything
it.
healthy?
Yes, I had a salad for your information. So she comes back, she sits down. Another 20 minutes, no food. So she goes up again. So she tells the manager, I want the money back. Forget about it. We go eat after dinner. You ruin all the movie night. I'm going to give you all your money back, and I'm going to still send you all the food. And they delivered it 5 minutes later. And it was on fire.
Your salad was?
No, the burger I got.
So it wasn't a salad.
Salad with a burger.
You don't even lie well.
That's half healthy.
It was very happy.
You know, not all salads are healthy too. A lot of people have a
By the time
misconception of that.
by the time
What
I
you
got
put on
that,
it.
by the time we got the food, it was almost time to leave. So it was the worst nightmare.
Not a good movie.
And
huh?
all I thought about was, because I had popcorn. I do eat popcorn at the theater. I had popcorn
Holy
the night
butter.
before, which is a low GI glycemic index, so it doesn't affect my sugar. And this one's screaming at me.
Well, here's the thing. It's called a serving size. A serving size is not this.
It's a cup.
Buy this. Thank you. Buy this. It's a
Cup.
cup.
That's
Maybe two. It's not a tub.
I didn't eat it all.
And do you get that butter on it? That artificial
I didn't eat it all.
butter?
Wait till you see the video, Josh.
I didn't eat it
Let's
all.
get with me for the popcorn, please. For
I didn't eat it all.
But you lost a whole bunch of weight, so you can do whatever you want, right? Is that how that works
You
now?
know, this one wants to punish me 7 days a week. I said, hell no. I gotta have me some.
She wants you to stick around. She wants
Yeah,
you
we
to be
kind of,
healthy.
you and I are kind of vested in this with a lot of.
I know, but I had to
Energy.
have one day. One day.
So we keep
So
going.
I'm back on the horse today. I gotta-
Charlotte says hello. I got to see Charlotte yesterday. She said she's going to do the dawn dance. Everybody knows. It's like
I wanna
the
see
Elaine
it.
dance.
Yeah, we're gonna, when you sing today,
I want to see it.
when you sing, don't get up to the,
Charlotte did the dawn dance yesterday. She's like, I like this whole look. I'm like, no.
you were
it's not
dancing
all
in front of in front of her?
She was JC, of course. You know, then there's the Katie with the phone, the light dance. There's a variety of the dawn dances. We
The dawn
incorporate it all.
dances.
There's a variety of dawn dances.
You should see the security camera at Festival Flea Market's got it all.
They probably played it all over the place.
100%.
They're going to use and say, entertainment at the flea market.
All right, ready to take a commercial break and we'll come back and do some coffee news.
Do some coffee now.
Frank, we will see you tomorrow as well. Charlotte, you guys can stop by and let us know what's happening. Give us a call, 888-994-4995. Let us know how your weekend was. Josh had a busy weekend. Studio was busy on Saturday.
Oh yeah.
Freddie was here, you were here, I was here, you were here, and we just kept missing each other by like minutes. It was weird. Anyway, we'll be right back.
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft silk touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last.
Welcome to AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet radio, TV production company, discover AMP2 TV. AMP2 TV is a full-service media company that can provide all streaming videos, video studios, radio studios, and television studios. Call us today at 866-224-5422, for no business is too small to grow to be accounted. It's time for your message to be seen. Let AMP2 TV help get you there.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
So we're back.
And we're back. Segment of the show brought to you by Coffee News. Joey was at the movies on Friday also. Movies at Del Rey.
I gotta tell you,
Joey?
no, Big Joey from Coffee News. You guys ever watch a movie called Nightcrawlers?
With where he's finding like surveillance, tracking like the cops and the firefighters to the scene.
He
and all
does
that.
the filmmaking.
Yeah.
You ever seen it?
I had to turn it off just because the acting was way too good. It creeped me out.
Well, I'm going to tell you, it's
So
one of the
it's
best
good.
movies I've ever seen.
Yes.
And it talks about the business that we're in and how you enhance the business. Let's put it this way. This guy was going to be a somebody. He even had his partner, the guy he hired, murdered because the guy tried to blackmail him for more money. But anyway, I saw it last night. I could not take my eyes off of this at all. And it just reminded me on Friday, I was handing these out to people. I took like 20 of them. I think he had them in the back in the corner. I took them all and I'm handing them out. Then he shows up. And I say to him, bro, you should have been here earlier. This is what you're supposed to do, is hand these out and tell people. Nah. What do you mean, nah? How do you do that? So what I told him was, we are going to take our newsletter to print, and we're going to put it inside of here with a puzzle on the back. We're going to call Puzzle Lady.
I hear Josh go, Josh is working on the whole description and everything for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on. So on the back, you want a puzzle now?
Yeah, I'm going to put the puzzle on the back of it, and it's going to go in here.
Okay.
And then the gang is going to go down Atlantic, Meisner. We're going to go to different places. I'm going to send a bunch to JoJo. I'm also talking to Kenny Love, who does printing, by the way, to get you know the paper mats you put on the table and then you serve on top of it? I want a Cafe Cheers logo and bloom on it and send it up and get it done.
You put those on the tables?
I don't need to, but I will.
It's all advertising. You ever see how they put the TVs inside that thing and they have the advertisement
Yeah.
going on constantly? We could do that.
Here's what you gotta love about Josh. You say, let's put a puzzle on that back, and I'm thinking, what, are you crazy? And he says, okay.
People love puzzles when they're waiting for their food.
Something interactive.
Yeah. What do you do
It's
when you
nice.
go get food? You talk to
I
somebody.
can tell you what people do. I see it every night. On their phone.
On their
Nobody
phone.
talks to anybody.
Yeah, I asked for the
It's
coloring
terrible.
book. For the coloring pages.
Gio did this,
I'll give you
right?
crayons and paper if you ever come up.
Gio has a newsletter because he's mimicking what we're doing at his job. And on there it had all this NASA information. And whoever won got a gift, something that they gave them, like a teddy bear or something. He says he had 1,000 people come forward. So they told him, Gio, you got to make it the first 5. You can't do open like that. So they have to change it. But it does work. It's good advertising.
All right, what do you got?
She's not interested. She just blows me away.
Advertising? All
Eh,
I
whatever.
know
She's
is-
good at changing the subject
All
so
I
you
know
don't
is
stay on the same
our
thing.
newsletter is up 1,600% this week. We just got the demographics in, which is pretty cool.
No, that part, she's recognizing. You ever imagine having to have this conversation all day? You wake up and she changes to something else.
Well, I think that's
Drive
why
me
with the
freaking crazy.
advertising, that's the same thing.
You drive me nuts when you do this change.
I'll walk up at parking garage.
And he's doing it now.
She's
Talking
much
to him
calmer
about
now.
one thing, he
She used to
switches
throw
to
stuff
another.
at you.
I know, I'm 18
You're too close now.
I don't, now I just hit him, and then when he says, why are you hitting me? We were at a meeting once. We were at Don Chepo, which
That's
is a
not
Mexican
funny.
restaurant.
This is not funny.
We're sitting at a meeting, and he's calling the guy El Chapo. And I want to die. So I kick him under the table. And what does he do?
Why'd you kick me?
Why'd you kick me?
In front of everybody.
In front of the entire meeting.
And she tells me
and we're
it's
talking
not
about, we're talking about
Chapo, Don Chepo. I
El
said,
Chapo,
oh.
and he does it again. And I kick him. He goes, "Would you stop kicking me?" And at this point now, everyone's dying. And I was like, there was nothing we could do. So that's what I do when I sit next to him. Don't spit your coffee out.
And he gives you up every time.
But they sound
Right?
the
Every
same,
time.
don't they? I mean, you know.
Not even close.
The guy says to me, Freddie, I appreciate it. You don't call me that.
All right, let's see what we got for our horoscopes.
The things you remember.
I know.
My goodness gracious.
years, I
What's
gotta
the matter
tell you.
with you? All right, the Titanic began its maiden voyage in what port city? 5 seconds. Titanic. Maiden voyage. When they first set out. Huh?
Venice or whatever it is.
Really, Venice?
London.
Where the hell is the... That's
Somewhere-
at least
somewhere in
close.
Europe.
England.
Southampton, England. When was the first U.S. patent approved? What year?
1910.
1790. Is Thor, Loki, Norse, and something god of the sea and wind? Who is the god of the sea and wind? Thor, Loki, Najor, or Norse?
Najor.
Poseidon.
Wow.
I have to give these questions to my trivia guy.
You did this Friday.
What? Huh?
Oh, never mind.
I didn't do this Friday. You did this Friday?
Keep going.
You did this already? Well, how did you miss the first one then?
I don't remember because I don't remember all of it.
Homeostasis is a tendency towards equilibrium. True or false?
True.
A Munson Sea is in the Arctic or Antarctic?
Antarctic.
You got 2 of the 4.
Your memory is improving. Did you do this on your show or something? Because we didn't do this.
You
These are
handed
new.
it to us at the movie theater.
Oh, so you read
Oh,
them?
so he knew.
I was asking
He Googled them already.
Yeah.
Oh, so
The
you read
answers
them?
are on the back.
Wow. What's his
What's your
Josh is a Virgo.
Oh. we got
Leo? 2 Leos,
2
no?
Leos. I'm a Leo. 3
Three
Leos.
Leos.
There's too much testosterone in the building.
That's Jumbo, you and Josh.
Scary.
You may be called upon midweek to step outside of your own needs and help someone else.
Oh no.
Okay.
You may be called upon midweek to step outside of your own needs and help someone else. You might find this gives you more to you than it does to the other person. So you're going to feel good about doing it.
I mean, I helped my roommate kill a bug last night. Like, I was moral support.
That was nice.
Like, he jumped on the counter and I was handing him the paper towels to do it.
There you
I
go.
wasn't getting any closer, but, like, I didn't run.
Do you know that she picks him up alive and
No
puts him
kill zone.
outside?
So do
See,
I.
I'll do that with spiders and, like, stink bugs, but this was a beetle and I got a job.
I'm sorry, did you say stink bug?
Yeah, like, I'll just, like, wrap my hand in paper
What's a
towels.
stink
What's the
bug?
stink bug?
Are they not, like, down here? Like, these little bugs, like, that big. They're kind of shaped like diamonds. And if, like, you, like, kill them, they, like, let out this, like, smell that
Yes.
attracts them to them.
Where are you from?
Virginia.
I've never seen a stink
That's where the
bug here.
politicians are. I know all about those stink bugs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Stink bug.
stink
We
bug.
don't have stink bugs.
You don't have a
I
stink
think.
bug?
We've got palmettos though. They're about that big.
Disgusting.
And there's antennas and legs.
I killed one this morning. I hit it with the broom about 100 times and threw it in the toilet.
I hate getting love bugs. Driving back home from Orlando
And
down
your
here,
windshield.
and
Oh my
get
God.
love bugs all
All over.
I hate that.
Do you know how you get them off your car? With a dryer sheet, like a dryer sheet. Just wet it, comes right off.
Those
Really?
are
Yeah. What do they call those things you put in your dryer?
You ever
Like-
see the foam that gets in your headlights and it murkies the lights? You know how you get that off?
No.
You take a lemon, you cut it in half, and you take Arm & Hammer baking soda, and you squeeze it and you rub it real hard, and it comes right off.
How does
Unbelievable.
that get in your lights though?
I was
You
just
get
gonna say,
murky.
how does it get inside?
No, it's on the outside. No, if it's on the inside, you gotta take it off. But no, it's usually on the outside. You don't get murky light.
But those bugs are a nightmare.
No murky legs.
And they really are attracted to white cars.
I still got stains on my car from like
What
3
color is
years
your
ago.
car?
It's black, but
Take it to a car wash, and they do
I had-
that foam thing.
I had up north, I went into a restaurant, I had the top down on my car. And I was with my friend Jeff, we go inside. I come out, the inside of the car is filled with them. I said, I can't drive this car. He goes, let me drive it. So as I'm behind him, I took his car. I see him going like this. They were all over him in the car, but that's the only way you can get him out.
Remember
Drive fast.
Seinfeld when they had the BO in the car and they couldn't get it out? You ever have anybody go in your car and has BO? And you have upholstery and you can't get it out?
Remember you took
No.
one of Slick's car. You couldn't take the smell of Slick's car. Remember that?
I went to, yes, I went to Publix and bought him 4 air fresheners. And he's rubbing it
He's
all
like,
over his
it's
car.
not me, it's my brother.
Smelled like yesterday's ganja. I said to him, man, you drive down the street, you're going to get arrested. There's another person in here that I got to talk to about.
I don't like
Two.
that smell.
There's two people. You can smell it when they drive in here.
Only one I know.
second.
But you
Don't
can't
look
even-
at me.
You can't even complain, that stuff's almost legal now.
I know that,
I
but
don't like the smell
the
of it.
problem is that
pretty
you
obvious.
don't want to, you're not supposed to smoke and drive.
No.
No.
It's like drinking and driving.
Can't do
So when your car shows up and the smell is ahead of the car getting here, that's a problem,
That's a
right?
problem.
All right, Aries.
Yes.
Sometimes Aries are seen as charismatic or as overly aggressive with others.
Yeah, pretty much.
And the bell goes crazy. The energy for the next few weeks might help you have more positive interactions with people.
Lotto.
You're so negative.
Knowing she's gonna win Lotto tonight, I think it's pretty positive.
You know, if you win Lotto and you call me, you tell me you win, that's it. All bets are off.
But here's the thing, it could be $2. I need to be specific on the dollar amount, or does it matter if you win $2 or $10 or $2 million?
Did I ever tell you the story of the Lotto winner from Publix? This guy hit millions of dollars already. He comes in to Publix. So when he comes in, everybody knows him already because he's hit. And for hundreds of thousands of dollars. So every time he plays, he hands it in, they want to see if he wins. So I said to him, so is this your job? He says, it is now. I go, wow, can you help me? He says, you got to play every day at least $20. Every single day, if not more. And you'll hit. He hit.
Wow.
Right in front
That's
of
a
me for
lot.
$22,000. I said, come on, man. Are you kidding me?
Did you see the woman who just won Lotto? She won $2 million. She had just finished paying for her daughter's last breast cancer treatment.
I
See,
saw
that's a
that.
good-
Wasn't that on a
Friday.
scratch off too?
On a scratch of like a puzzle, on a crossword puzzle.
Yep.
On a Friday, she paid the last payment for her daughter's chemo. She won on Saturday, $2 million.
See, I like when people like that win.
There's a greater of power up there.
Josh, which one are you?
Virgo.
You may feel that your normally grounded persona is being interrupted by negative emotions at the end of the week. Wait a few days and the situation might improve. Are you feeling a little negative?
No.
You had a great shoot over the weekend.
Yes, I did. I had a pretty good weekend actually, from Friday to Sunday, because we went out Friday night after the movies. We were out till like 2 a.m.
Where'd you
Doing
go?
what?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we were at the Silver Ball, because we're already in Delray. We went to the Silver Ball Pinball Museum. Greatest place of all time, by the way. You go there after 10 p.m., all you gotta do is pay $10, and they're open until 2 a.m. You can just stay the whole day. All
Wow.
night.
We did a show from there,
Good
remember?
morning.
We did a show from there once.
Boise's here.
That's why I pulled the deaf cards 3 times in a row.
What? Ooh.
There was a lady with cards, and she says, if you pull a death card, doesn't mean you're dying. I says, okay. Death card. She says, it's okay. It means change. I said, okay. Shuffle it. Death card. Well, I've never quite seen anybody get 2 in a row. So I tell Dawn, if I get one more, I'm out of here. Death card. I said, all right, that's it. I'm done. And 3 things happened to me. 3 changes, remember?
Hot Wheels is in the house. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Mom.
Good.
How you doing? We'll see you later. Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels. In the house. Can she do a wheelie on this thing?
Okay, no. But we went to a special store after too, which was pretty fun because we took Corey, Zari, and Nicole there.
What
Hot
store?
Wheels there.
It's a store where you can buy outfits, special toys,
I'm
special
sorry.
gag gifts.
I'm sorry. Was
Yeah.
this
How late
like
were they
sex
open?
toys?
I'm guessing they're open all night.
Imagine Corey and Zari there. Corey.
It was pretty.
Hold on a second. So you went to buy sex toys at 2 o'clock in the morning?
No, we didn't go to buy it. We
This is
just
what's wrong with them.
What, you wanted to rent
One
them?
of the many.
we just went in there.
What you-
I bought a pipe from there though, and it
A
actually
bong?
worked really good.
A bong?
No, like an old school wooden pipe.
Oh.
You stick it out and it has the little, just old school pipe.
What happened to RoboCop? He was there and then he was gone. Did he watch the movie?
He did, and he would not sit still the whole movie. And then at the end, he
It's hard for
yells
some
out.
people.
He yells out the loudest yawn of all time. I mean, everyone in the whole theater heard
I mean,
it.
Corey?
No,
No.
RoboCop.
Corey does loud.
No, it was Jalen.
Did Corey go with you to this thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he was smiles.
It was
Mr.
Corey-
18-year-old.
It was Corey and Zari. And,
Wow.
and Nicole.
And Nicole went.
Yeah.
Negotiating.
Abraham
No, Abraham didn't go.
Thank
go? Did
goodness.
Garcia go?
No, it was just us four.
The 4 weird.
You, Nicole,
To be
Corey,
that
and
age again,
Zari.
right? Stay out till 2 in the
What
morning.
movie store is open till 2 in the morning? I guess all of them, right?
There was one on, I don't know where it's at. I mean, it's kind of close by here. It's like 5 minutes away from here.
You know, they sell muscle massagers in there in funny shapes.
Kinda, yeah. They had a magic wand there. That's what it was called.
And on that note, I figured you were
Heard of
spending
that.
the night down here on Friday night, but no, you went home?
Yeah. Well,
I figured you were staying down here because you had to come back Saturday.
I had to go back, and then my dad wanted to shoot 11 in the morning. Like, no, I got called that off right away.
Oh my
Where
I
is
had to
home?
sleep in West Palm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's not that far.
He says to me, you take the lead, we're all going to follow you, I'm going to take the rear. So I'm going slow because he's in my head, and I get there and everyone's there but me. He goes, oh, I passed you. Who takes the tail and passes the lead?
First of all,
She's Zari?
You must
She
have been
was
driving too slow.
Fast.
you
He
guys
tells
were
me,
there
go
before us.
slow, let
Dawn,
everyone
I
follow you.
didn't. Dawn, I didn't say go backwards.
And then you pass me.
Yes, because I
Because
got
what?
I got caught up in the traffic, and I said room, so I zooped up, and then
And
I
I'm
went
like,
right
where are
by
you? He says, I passed you. We get there, no one can find you. You guys were already in the movie theater.
We were there 10 minutes before y'all.
What you do? Fly?
Zari's a crazy driver. She's fast.
She says, I put in my GPS, and they were already there hanging out.
And I had G-Man following me. He's with zigzagging, and I go right by you. Go, oh, that ain't good. So I said, come on, just come on. I tried to get in front of you, but there was a lot of traffic.
Yeah, good excuse.
Like I tell you, she says 8 o'clock. She doesn't get there till 10 o'clock. She doesn't leave till 10.
I was there.
Always going slow.
Royce, when's your birthday?
My birthday, 11/03.
November 3rd?
What sign is that?
I don't, is that a Scorpio?
It's a Scorpio, I think.
Yeah. Yes, it's Scorpio.
Scorpio.
A new astrological.
Astrological?
Yes, a new astrological
Keep teasing me.
aspect for the next few weeks may lighten your serious mood. You're too serious. Lighten the mood. Think about how you could keep this feeling going once the temporary energy passes. So you're going to feel good, you're going to be energized, you got to work on keeping it.
Can you look lion also?
A lion, the Leo.
Why?
Because my ID is different. Like
You're not reading.
She was really born on. We were talking about it.
You had a fake ID?
She was really born on August.
Because we had to stay in hospital for 3 months, so
Because she and her sister were premature.
yeah,
But what they, but that's,
August, 3rd of August.
August 3rd.
August 3rd is her actual birthday.
That's my sister's birthday.
so how did you get 11th of November?
Because we stayed 3 months in the hospital.
So that's the
when she
11th?
went home, baby.
Well, no, you got to go by the day you were born.
August 3rd?
So you are a
She birth-
Leo.
Aaliyah?
She says, I don't know, she's a Leo. I can tell you, she's going to tell you.
We were actually talking about that last week because, like, my birthday, I'm August 5th, but my mom had us with a midwife in Colombia, and she didn't register our birthday right away, so she had to make our birthday 20 days later to be able to get our birth certificates.
You're mine also.
So you're a Leo.
So I'm a Leo, but I have to wait till the 25th of August to be legal.
To be legal what? You're a Leo. The
Yeah,
20
but my documents, all my papers, my birth certificate
was
and my
filed, you're
driver's
saying?
license and
They're
everything
all wrong.
says August 25th is my date of birth. But
And
I
yours
was
says
born.
November 3rd, but it's really
See, I'm a
August.
Cancerian, but I think I have more Leo traits than I do.
You're what?
So you're not a
I'm Cancer.
Taurus, you're a Leo.
She
Okay.
said from the beginning she was Leo.
You may be called upon midweek to step outside your own needs and help someone else. You might find this gives you more than it does to the other person. So you're going to be giving stuff away.
She's
It's
our
really
new
similar,
editing
those two.
teacher.
Mine says if you feel that your intuitive talents are on the fritz, you may be correct. Holy smokes. What the hell does that mean?
You're not intuitive anymore?
Of course I am. However, now might be an opportunity to develop skills to better handle the mundane world. That's true. I feel real mundane.
Taxes are due tomorrow. File something. And whether your extension or your real taxes, you gotta file something by tomorrow at 11:59 p.m. And
You
if
did
you owe
yours?
money, no. And if you owe money, you still gotta pay by 11:59 p.m. tomorrow.
And if you owe money and you get an extension, you're going to pay interest on the money you owe as of tomorrow forward to whenever you pay it. So
Correct.
the interest is more than the penalty. That's all I got to tell you. It's ridiculous.
The interest?
And all of the changes in the tax law just gave me a migraine. They took out so much and changed other verbiage in the taxes. We have a tax professional coming in this week. He saw the newsletter and he wants to do something with us, the podcast. He wants to inform people because a lot of people that are doing extensions don't understand that if you owe money, you're going to owe money plus
interest.
Yep.
It ain't simple.
But I always weigh out my aggravation versus the interest. And sometimes my aggravation needs to win. I can't always keep up with all of it. I got yours, mine, ours, and then the house. It's just too much for my brain. But the newsletter went out on Friday, and then it went out again on
Had a positive
Saturday.
reaction, I think.
You got, that someone called you right after we sent it out.
That was the guy with the taxes.
And then we had somebody else email us about doing a podcast
Yes,
here.
and
So
another
we had
one
to
this
put all that
morning.
together.
Remember Patrazia? Patrazia. She was Miss Florida, and she came when we were at iHeart. Blonde, blue eyes, pretty girl. You don't remember her? I think her first name is Jenny. She said,
Jenny P.
Yeah, Jenny P. Why didn't I think of that?
You said Petrazia.
That's her name, Jenny P. She wants to know
She
something
was
about
the
podcasts.
broad that I replaced.
No,
She was one of them.
no. But thank you
Jenny
for
P?
playing.
She was number 11.
No.
I was 12.
No. No.
Yeah.
No, it's not true.
From February to May.
Jenny lives in
I was
Miami. Why would I
12.
bring her up to do a show?
She was there.
No.
Didn't you just
She
tell me
showed
she was
up.
the one from my heart?
We interviewed her. She had the corona. She brought in a woman that was running for Miss Florida, and she won, and then there was a big scandal
Yes.
Uh,
Over the makeup.
over the makeup and the hair, because she had somebody come in that she paid them to do it, and that's against the
Right,
rules.
to your own.
So they disqualified her, took the corona, took the thing away from her, and they
She
gave
was
it to
like Miss
somebody
North
else.
Miami or something, right?
It was really ugly. And so they put it on the ad iHeart, and so they called up and told me, you do that, we're going to sue you. I said, well, sue me.
I still got to message Alana, see if she wants to come back in before she goes back up to Tallahassee. I think that's where they do Miss Florida, right?
I don't know where it is this year. It's usually somewhere in the middle of the state, but I saw, I guess all the contestants have now been chosen. I saw something, yeah, definitely.
She was Miss Broward, I think, so she's going to get to run again. I thought last year was her final year.
No, this
They
is it.
extended
This is
because
it.
of COVID. So everyone got an extra year.
She gets one more shot at it.
Okay.
She'll win this year.
It's a tough field. This is tougher than last year.
I know.
I saw the players.
Right? I
But,
know.
you know, she's good, though. She may win. I wouldn't bet against her. I lost a lot of money betting for her last year, damn it. I thought she had it, man. And the girl that won, you know, with all due respect, but I still think Alana should have won. But
See what happens this year. You doing Hangout today?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Somebody asked
Yeah.
about your show last week, if you were still doing it.
I wanted to change it up a little
Again?
bit. Oh, just a little bit, just a little bit. I want to do a morning show with all the interns. So we'll pre-record Tuesday or Thursday when there's a lot of people here, a lot of little interns, and it's just the interns gathering around, hanging out with one another. So we'll see what happens.
they're in the name Hangout.
Yeah.
Very
All right,
interesting.
so we'll see what happens with that. A midday show, Jojo, you got the guest coming in for Eddie Says?
Yeah, I do, from OsteoStrong, right here in Boca. They'll explain all about it, what it is.
We had someone a couple years ago, and a woman from OsteoStrong, and I went. I'll tell you my story. That's why
Okay.
I walk in parking garages. Same thing happened at OsteoStrong.
Is that
It's because of that?
But that's between me and
I
the
think it's
Angels.
OsteoStrong.
Osteoporosis?
It is. No, it's
No, no,
on
no.
What's
Palmetto
osteo?
and Powerline.
But what is osteo?
Powerline. OsteoStrong, it's like to help your bone density.
Yeah, osteoporosis. Cirrhosis. The most.
He actually has two of them now. I think he's got one in Jupiter open.
Your-
he,
your
just bought
bones-
he just bought this one, so
your-
maybe you're talking about a
your
previous
bones
owner.
stop-
It probably was the previous
Yeah.
owner.
Your bones stop healing. growing and
Osteoporosis
stuff.
is when your bones, you lose bone
And you
density.
bend
Bone
over.
density.
This
and-
helps increase bone density with
Which is
weight
good.
bearing. It's pretty cool because you don't have to do a lot of exercise, but it's like a force against your bones, a huge, powerful force that you don't have to do anything. I went.
You do have bones.
I don't have any rings on. I have nothing. I forgot them.
Hmm.
And JoJo will be singing today with Johnny
I
Melnick
guess.
on the set.
And Johnny Melnick.
Let's
was
have
that
some
night
fun
train
with this.
today.
All right.
When was the last time I heard you sing? It must have been 3 years ago, right?
About, yeah.
And JoJo, only by special request.
All right. And Karen, you're interviewing Maria Bustamante today,
Yes.
correct?
Yep.
Plant Within, Plant Lady.
And we have an
Back in the-
announcement. Hopefully, we're going to be talking to Karen. Karen may be taking over
Latin Hustle with Karen.
that one.
She's taking it over.
She may take it over. And we
Make
may
it
be
official.
changing the names and all that. It's
Awesome.
officially going to be hers.
All right, tune in. More to come out of the studio today. Check your inbox. Our newsletter went out. If you want to host your own podcast, your own video cast, or even just to come into the studio for a cup of Brooklyn Cafe Show coffee, give us a call, 866-224-5422, and he answers the phone. We'll see you in a little bit. Have a great morning.
Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. My mug is empty, and you know what that means.
I think it means it's time for a coffee refill.
As we prepare for other shows here at the Amp Media Production Studios.
Tune in for more fun and laughs at 12 o'clock for our afternoon show.
And remember to like, follow, and subscribe on our page.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.